Hey everyone, this is Parker from Team Shockwave here, and today I'm with Cleivis, who topped in his Springfield Regional just recently. Cleivis, what deck were you playing?
Mermails.
Why you were playing Mermail throughout all the deck choices we have, especially with Shining Victories recently released?
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of got excited about the deck. I was looking at Cosmos, Pepe, and Mermails, and I was picking which three kind of fit the best. And I saw that this deck was a little more consistent and OTK a lot faster, and I kind of just want to execute that this weekend.
Alright then, you want to get straight with the deck profile?
Absolutely.
Cool.
So I played one Gen X controller, one Brilliant, Garnet, and that's for the Brilliant Fusion engine. I played 3 Neptivus, because, yeah, it's the deck. 1 Diva, 2 Undines. So for the Gen X engine, I played 2 and 1. I played 2 Dragoons because it's limited to 2. 2 Marksmans because, yeah. And 2 Infantries just because of the additional normal summon effect. I honestly, half the time, barely resolve these effects to blow up cards. I use more than their secondary effects for OTKing and for additional summoning. Mooning Glacier because it wins every single game, 1 game. Double Megalo. Sorry. 3 Teus. I just played 3 and 2 because it's less requirement to summon than Megalo, but Megalo is a key component to OTKs, so you need to play the card. I probably honestly would have played Teus at 2, but you need fodders to discard the Atlanteans. So I played for these. These are the one-ofs. 1 gun because I don't play that many Mermails, and 2 pikes and 1 Turge for searching the Dying and for recovering Diva and other cards from the graveyard. Trick Clown's great for Brilliant Fusion if you open up the Dragoons, because you can exceed into Megalo and resolve this effect, adding a Deep Sea Diva, additional normal summon off Seraphinite, and then go off. So that's a 2-card combo that can take your opponent's entire hand off. You have 3 Brilliant Fusions, key components of the deck. Every single game that I opened up this card, I won, no matter whether I was going first or second. And games that I didn't open up this, I actually had to try to win. And my only loss this weekend was to Monarchs because I forgot Prime in the grave. I had 9,000 damage to OTK, but I forgot the trap and it killed me. I had 3 instant fusions because Norden was everything. And I also side deck cards that use instant fusion. Triple Twin Twister because back row really hurts the deck. And the one-ofs, Soul Charge, 1 for 1, and Regeki, and 1 Scale. If you open up this in your opening hand, your opponent's going to start off the game with 0 in their hand if you open up the 2-card combo. If Regeki helps clear out problems, especially with Dweller, 1 for 1 for the Neptivus, and then you get the summon of Deep Sea Diva after sending Dragoons to grave, and the needed Scale. I ran the Scale instead of Sphere only because the deck I built it mainly to go first and make your opponent start off with less cards in hand, and they have 2 in hand and then they can activate a spell. It kind of really helps. And I played 3 Psalm Strikes to finish it off. Again, your opponent's starting off their turn with 2 cards in their hand. They can't use spells or traps. This is a searchable card, so no spell, no monsters, they're losing the game. For extra deck, I played 1 Norden because it's needed, 1 Seraphinite, 1 Amethyst. I played the Amethyst. What it does is it dumps a Garnet and an Aqua to grave, which can be the Gen X, the Teus, or the Undine. And this basically pitches them to grave to help you recover them with Turge. Or if you open up a gun, it's nice to send the Teus to recover so you have easy rank 7 exceeds. And its other effect also acts as a giant Trunade. So if it's sent to the graveyard from the field, it bounces back row to hand. So sometimes I'll activate Brilliant Fusion, knowing my opponent has a bunch of back row, too many back row for Twin Twister to handle. And I'll Twin Twister the Brilliant Fusion to send this to grave to bounce everything to OTK. I did that twice this weekend.
Oh, cool.
Tatsunoko as a one-of. 1 Dulorn helps with OTKs and recycling. And sometimes your field gets really packed, so it's nice to synchro Deep Sea Diva and the Clown. Deep Sea Diva and another 4 to summon Dulorn and recover things. Probably the least used card this weekend. I wish I ran a different level 7, honestly. Probably the clear wing thing. The only time I ever used this was to OTK. 1 Omega, 1 Trishula, key cards to help start your opponent off with a 0 to 2 hand. 1 Emerald to recover, just in case your opponent has a Regeki. 101 for Dragoon's effect. 1 sword break sword, sorry, to eliminate. 37 Dweller, Gaios, and Draco Sack. I ran 37 instead of double Dweller only because I wanted different options. Obviously, Dweller is the better card, but this weekend with your opponent having Cosmos, it's nice to kind of help swing over everything. And also, if you have Megalo, you can send this to the graveyard, and then its effect resolves to summon a monster from the graveyard. So Megalo can attack twice, and then you can bring back like another Megalo out to the board, swing for game, or make a Draco Sack or something. People were telling me to run a different, another level 7, but Draco Sack is really necessary for the OTKs, especially when trying Trishula. For extra deck, 1 Chimera Tech with the 2 Cyber Dragons. I kind of wish I got Cyber Dragon Core, only because it can't be, Psalm Strike. Or 1,000 as restrict for the instant fusion, because Dark Law is a thing. I hate that card so much. 2 Holding Legs. I thought it would be a better choice instead of Denko Sekka, because this, with Brilliant Fusion, I can summon this, bounce back row, Brilliant Fusion into a Deep Sea Diva or Neptibus, and then later I can actually exceed with this, with the Clown. If I have a Denko Sekka, as soon as I exceed, my opponent's back rows are active. So this card, I don't know, just felt like a better choice. On top of the Twin Twisters, I didn't have any back row problems this weekend. 2 system downs because Cosmos hurt. Dark Hole instead of the Gamma Seal, only because people kept summoning Vanity's Fiend and Emptiness. Vanity's Fiend and Majesty's Fiend, and I couldn't do anything. So when I was playtesting, so I decided to go with Dark Hole instead. 3 anti-spells and 3 decrees. I ran these 3. Normally Floodgates are horrible, but I only played these if I lost game 1 for whatever reason. Knowing that I'm going first, I set up you only need 2 cards to make your opponent lose a bunch of cards. And then if you have these set against BA or Monarchs or Pepe, it really helps kill them off.
Alright, cool. Alright, Cleivis, thank you again for the deck profile. Overall, your experience with Springfield Regional, will you take this in YCS Providence in a couple of weeks?
Possibly. I don't know. It's a tie between that and Cosmos. I honestly feel like I should have won Springfield, but I'm a bad player and I misplay. It happens. So I don't know, but it's a maybe for now. I don't think it really has a necessarily bad matchup besides Monarchs if they have the Majesty's Fiend. And honestly, I think it wrecks everybody else, so it's definitely an option.
So, any last words before we head out?
Yeah, shout out to Team Phantom. Follow us. We're actually a page, and yeah, a bunch of stuff you guys can learn from.
Take a look at the link down below if you want to follow Team Phantom. This is Park from Team Shockwave, signing out.